Boxing Bros UK. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your family or friends, or else the next fight will be between me and you.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Go upstairs and play.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Oh, bless them. That was lovely. Nice introduction.
Yes, they're my my little boxing UK picnics.
Cheerleaders.
So
Yeah.
I'm Chris. This is my co-host Andrew.
Hi, guys.
Today we're going to be previewing the Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor fight. By the time this video goes out, I think it'll be fight night. So, what are your thoughts on it? Take it away.
Yeah, well, yeah, just a bit to say. I mean, long awaited. The first thing I want to say, I mean, is I absolutely feel for Jack Catterall. Josh Taylor must have been living rent free in Jack's head for the best part of 2 years, mate. Like he was robbed, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion, with that undisputed super lightweight title. And he's had to wait 2 years now. That there's no option of that. Obviously, Taylor lost to Teofimo, didn't he, Lopez? But do you know what?
He vacated his titles as well.
Yeah.
So he's never going to get a chance to be undisputed ever again, like that way.
I think he's only. I've done a bit of research. He's only ranked in the WBO, Josh Taylor.
Yeah. Because he vacated all the other titles.
Because he vacated the other titles, yeah. So he's fifth in the WBO, but. I still think for Catterall, I mean, I know obviously the belts aren't there, but just for his own sense of self and as a fighter, like it's still going to be a massive win for him, isn't it, Chris? If he wins tonight, like just for pride and glory.
100%. It's because obviously it was a robbery. That was a robbery. 100%. Josh Taylor lost that fight. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. No way he won that fight. But I will play a bit of a devil's advocate here.
Yeah,
it was a robbery. It is gutted, but that's all Jack Catterall has gone on about. Since that day, he's not made no effort to become mandatory again, to fight anyone like Tio or Haney. He's not done anything except chase the Josh Taylor fight. That he's not done anything to advance his career. He's only fought.
Linares and Foley was not exactly.
Linares, he was a great champion, but when Catterall fought him, he lost 8 times. 8 times. Yeah. Someone who's had 8 losses, it's a bit.
Cherry picked.
How's that preparation? Or how is that trying to get yourself back in the mandatory spot or whatever? You know.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at Catterall. I mean, Catterall's rankings. He's 5th in the WBC, WBA, 3rd in the IBF, 6th in the WBO. So, you know, win tonight obviously puts him in a good position. But yeah, I like Catterall. I mean, he's a counter punch. He's got good angles. You know, he's got that long reaching jab. You know, a lot of people find. I've heard a lot of people in the build-up saying, "Oh, Jack Catterall's a bit boring, though." But I find his style quite eye-catching. I quite like it, but you know, I've heard a lot of people say
Haney's boring, but I like Jack Catterall's style. He's a bit like I'm not saying he's as good as Mayweather, but a bit slick, Philly shell, counter punching, like really, really good.
Yeah, very slick.
I like his style. And I thought he did a magnificent job on Josh Taylor. And that was a prime Josh Taylor who just beat Ramirez to become undisputed. But my only problem with Jack Catterall is after that robbery, he's not chasing the Garcias, the Tanks, getting out there, trying to get himself known. He's still like whining and complaining about getting robbed and trying to fight Josh Taylor and waiting for Josh Taylor. And Josh Taylor's on a personal level, I don't like Josh Taylor. I think he's a knob. The way he carries himself, like getting drunk and that, being swearing at bouncers and stuff. I just don't like the way he carries himself. Yeah, I know he's Scottish, but and the fact that he was just messing. Like when he messed him about 2 or 3 times in the rematch, he should have just gone and chased his own dreams and thought, right, I'm going to try and fight Haney, or he could have fought Maxie Hughes if he wanted to. in Britain.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean,
outside the weight division. But he could have done something, you know.
Yeah,
he could have
yeah.
made himself mandatory for female. He could have done something apart from fight like an aging fighter who's had 8 losses, and I don't know who he fought before that. And it's just like he's a really good boxer.
Foley, wasn't it? Foley,
Yeah.
I think.
If he's a really good boxer and he's just wasted 2 years of his life to fight Josh Taylor for no belts, and when he beats him, everyone's going to say, well, you beat him last time, and he's a bit more past it now, because like Josh Taylor, he's been beat by Jack Catterall. Really, let's be honest, he got beat by him, and then he's been beat by Teofimo Lopez, and that's it. That's his last 3 fights. So I think
rent-free, mate. He's been rent-free in his head for the part.
Yeah, and I just think he's either gonna win really easy, or he's gonna think he's gonna win really easy because he's still got Josh Taylor in the mind that he got robbed, and Josh Taylor's gonna really pull his socks up, put one last ditch effort in, and then retire. Because I think he's finished.
I think some of the build-up is quite interesting, like because Josh Taylor, he does go in a little bit. He calls Jack Catterall thick, doesn't he? Like thick as fuck, like simple. And then, but I thought Jack Catterall come back quite, because this could be a factor. I don't know if the Josh Taylor we saw against Ramirez is still there. I don't know. Like he's obviously partied a bit. He got the money fight against Lopez. You know, and Catterall said something, didn't he? He said, you look like an old man and an alcoholic. Look at you, like you look drained. So I don't know. I reckon that may have got in his head a little bit. But I wonder whether this could be a Cordina issue, Chris, where I don't know if Taylor at this weight and it is kind of back end of his. I know he's 33, but at the back end of his career now, I just think this is Catterall's time. I don't know how much Taylor's got left. He's gonna. Taylor likes to war. Like he loves to tear up. He tends to struggle a little bit with fighters like Catterall. Or I don't think I can't see anything other than a Catterall win. I'm almost absolutely convinced. And I don't know why, because Taylor's got such a brilliant Scotland's best ever boxer, and I absolute credit.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't see. I'm convinced Catterall's going to win, and I don't know why. I just think it's his time.
Yeah, he's like I on a personal level, I've always hated Josh Taylor, but as a fighter, I love this. I watched his career from Channel 5, beating Aharo Davies, winning the title, beating Victor Postol, all those early wins. Where Aharo Davies like turned his back and quit, and he's
quitter.
Yeah, he turned around and was like, no. And it's protect yourselves at all time. But I followed his career from Channel 5.
2018,
that was fight. Yeah, that was when Josh Taylor was with the McGuigans. And that was on Channel 5. Yeah. And so I followed his career from British title all the way to Undisputed. And as a boxer, always loved him. Like, thought he was a great fighter. But I do think, like, I don't know, since he beat Prograis, he's always been like Katie Taylor, like always the undisputed fights, like as they should be, were always really, really close. It was never beating people outright. It was always really close, really. So there's only one eventually when he's going to come across and lose. He come across a close cropper, which should have been to Catterall, and then obviously Teofimo just pieced him up. And I think he can't make the weight, and he didn't want to go up to welterweight because what's he going to do? Fight Terence Crawford? Fight Errol Spence? Yeah, I don't think.
What's he going to do at 147? No, he ain't going up to 147 in club fight. That I can't. No way. That ain't happening. I don't think. But couple of I don't know if you spotted this as well. Like Josh Taylor, like changing the trainer all the time. Like I don't know if he's looking for some answers or what, but. That's a little bit concerning to me. He has had a bit of a change, hasn't he?
He's one of them. I don't get that. I think Joe Joyce has done that a lot, but actually, to be fair, he does stay with Salas mainly. You know that little Colombian midget.
Yeah, he's always on stilts, isn't he?
But
a little stat on Catterall, which shows his talent and pedigree. I didn't actually know this, but he sparred Canelo and Mayweather a lot back in the day, and apparently he was that good. They kept asking him to come back because they was giving him such good sparring. So that's quite an interesting.
I heard that story as well. Like he's really got that Philly shell
Very
down.
talented.
Yeah, but like when he fought Ahara Davis, like Ahara Davis, he can hit hard and he couldn't land a glove on him. Really, he beat him. But I like his style. It's like, you know, being slick, counter punching,
angles, southpaw, slip stuff.
Doing like pull counters all day.
Do you
I
think
do love a pull counter. You know, when they pull a pull counter off, like nice. It's like it's nice. It's nice to see.
Yeah. Do you think he gets a little bit of unfair treatment on his style then, a little bit, that he's did that? Because I've heard a few people and a few sort of channels that I watch saying, "Oh, he's a bit boring. I don't really like watch." So not everybody can be a front foot falling over their front foot having a tear up all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, there are different styles in boxing that you can enjoy. Do you know what I mean?
Styles make fights. Like some people are too slick and too deflat. Like I thought Haney was a bit. He was boring.
Yeah,
but he wasn't like slick. He was slick, but it was like his punches were a bit pitty patty, so he didn't really have any power. Very defensive, like so. It's just all boring, you know.
Yeah. You never really feel like he can hurt anybody. Whereas Catterall has got. I mean, what's it? The records are. I just jotted the records down. I mean, we all know him really, but yeah, Catterall 28-1. Obviously, we know the one he lost. 13 knockouts on his record. Taylor 19-1, and they're both got 13 knockouts, interestingly. But Catterall's had like 10 more fights. So which is interesting.
Obviously, Josh Taylor flew through. Like I think he was fighting for world titles at like 12 fights or something like that. His career went fast.
It's actually surprising, isn't it? You think 33, former undisputed, you know, fought Ramirez, fought, you know, Lopez, right? 33. And 25. That's quite interesting, eh?
Yeah, and that's when he was in his prime, and he said, "I'll move up to welterweight, and I'll be Terence Crawford's mandatory." You know, because of the WBO. That's what he was planning to do. And then obviously he said, "I'll fight Catterall in the meantime." And then everyone said you got robbed, and then you just started doing a Mickey Mouse one. Right. Well, let's conclude. Final prediction.
I mean, mine's pretty obvious, Chris. I mean, I've not been.
How's he going to do it? How's he going to do it?
So I think you know what you're going to get from Catterall. I don't think he's going to fight any differently. I think he's going to hope that Josh Taylor tries to get into it to engage him. Hope that he's going to kind of fall over his front foot so he can counter him, hit him from different angles, and I think he's going to wear him down. I think he's going to outland him, and I think he's going to get a decision win, a unanimous decision win. I feel really confident on it, and I never normally do, as you know, but that's kind of where I'm at with it.
See, I'm kind of on the fence. I'm more leaning to. I think Catterall is going to either make him quit, or Josh Taylor. This is going to be his last hurrah, and he's going to put everything into it, and it might make it a closer fight than the last one. But I still fade Catterall all the way, either by late stoppage or not stop TKO. Catterall by TKO late rounds.
So it sounds like, you know, in terms of your heart, you almost kind of want Taylor to go out on a last hurrah. Would that be right?
Yeah. I just want him to do. Yeah, I want him to just basically just do better than he did last time. Chasing him around, moving back in straight lines, chasing after him, getting yourself knocked down, chilling the just it's absolute terrible showing.
I mean, I just envisaged the same thing happening again. I mean, you wouldn't have thought. I mean, Josh Taylor's got to box a bit more, hasn't he? He's got to try and be a little bit more careful. But will he do that? I guess we'll see tonight.
He's got to, hasn't he? And so TKO, and you're going for points.
I'm going for points. Yeah, unanimous.
Okay. Right. Boxing Bros UK. Enjoy the fight tonight. We'll do a post-fight review tomorrow after it goes. Oh, we got the little boxing pick-me's. Come here. I know you're hearing.
And also, remember to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends, or else remember.
Yeah, are you with it?
In the boxing tonight. Good night. I mean, good morning.
Yes. Lovely, lovely. Boxing Bros UK. Peace out. See you later, buddy.
See you later, Chris. Cheers, mate.